Well, ladies and gentlemen, a few months ago, I feel like the music industry was turned on its head with the revelation that the popular Bad Boy CEO Diddy, aka the Diddler, had been arrested and charged with sex trafficking and a multitude of charges, and now is being held without bail. Now, sometime back, I actually made a video about Diddy and a lot of his documented bizarre behavior, from beating down one of his former partners in a hotel, his questionable relationship with Justin Bieber, Usher, and Meek Mill. I mean, we got a video of Diddy saying that he used to wrestle a 10-year-old Usher for the Frosted Flakes.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say?
Yeah, that moment is gonna live rent free in my head for the rest of my life. Why the hell is Diddy in this hotel room with Usher by themselves, reminiscing about the times he used to grapple him for the Frosted Flakes? This is wild evidence of Diddy's bizarre behavior. And Diddy's sex trafficking allegations, I think I speak for all of us, kind of reminds us all of Jeffrey Epstein's case. And if you remember, a contentious talking point surrounding the Jeffrey Epstein case was the flight logs. And what did the flight logs do? It exposed the individuals that were affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein to the common individual. What I'm trying to say is everybody wanted to know who was affiliated with that piece of shit, Jeffrey Epstein. And now I feel like it's the same with Diddy. People want to know who was involved with this guy. I think we have the right to know who went to those Diddy parties. And I think if they did some deplorable, crazy shit, that even if it's 20 years later, they need to be held accountable. And while these are just allegations, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Jay-Z is now in the spotlight after being accused in a civil lawsuit that he raped a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Diddy. Now, before we read this article, I want to elaborate just a little bit on Diddy and Jay-Z's relationship. For those of you that aren't aware, these are two New York rap icons that both played parts in creating very big record labels. Diddy with Bad Boy and Jay-Z with Roc Nation. You see, within the industry, Jay-Z and Diddy have actually collaborated on music and have both acknowledged each other's success, both becoming millionaires that practically came from nothing. These two individuals' friendship has been documented over the last few decades, and I'm sure we all remember the Black Billionaire Brunch video. Look at Jay-Z right here, all right? This dude looks like he knows something's coming. And of course, we have this infamous video where Diddy smacks Jay-Z on his ass at a concert. So again, it seems like these two are very fond of each other. So Jay-Z and Diddy have a very bizarre chemistry afoot. I got no idea what the hell is going on with these two guys, but I kind of did want to give you some historical context of these two gentlemen's relationship. And now we're going to get into this article. Jay-Z, the star rapper and entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly with Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after party. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or an after party. One driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Diddy and that she fit what Diddy was looking for. He invited her to a party after the show and told her to return to his car later in the evening after he transported Jay-Z and Diddy. Later, the driver picked her up, the suit says, and after 20 minutes, they arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway. She had to sign a document that she believed was an NDA on arrival, and she did not receive a copy back to enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine. Jane Doe was offered a drink that made her feel woozy, lightheaded, and felt like she needed to lie down, and she went to a room to rest. Shortly afterward, the suit says that Diddy and Jay-Z entered the room, and Diddy said, "You are ready to party." That's when she alleges that Jay-Z removed her clothes, held her down, and raped her while Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity watched. She says Diddy also raped her as Jay-Z and the woman looked on. So there is obviously a lot going on in this lawsuit as they're alleging that a limousine driver exported a 13-year-old girl to a Diddy party. They're alleging that after this girl drank some kind of messed up drink and went to lay down, that Diddy busted in the room and said, "You're ready to party? What?" She's also alleging that Diddy and Jay-Z raped her, and one of the most interesting things about this to me is they're saying it's an unnamed female celebrity. Now, I don't want to sit here and speculate, but that could have been Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez. She was with Diddy at a time. I wonder why they did not name this unnamed female celebrity. Now, for the Jane Doe in this case, if these allegations are true, of course I have nothing but sympathy for this victim. But Mrs. Doe's lawyer, Tony Busby, has a very strange history with these kind of cases, and I want to actually take a look at Jay-Z's official response to these allegations, where he kind of acknowledges this guy, Tony Busby's history as well. Now, keep in mind, I'm only going to read the important parts. This is like a fucking book my guy wrote here. So, anyways, let's get into this. Jay-Z says, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a quote-unquote lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle." No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? My heart and support goes out to the true victims in this world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. Bro is like 55. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists and fake psychics will believe the idiotic claims that you've leveled against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to my children, would be laughable. Now, I'm definitely not going to sit here and say that Jay-Z is innocent by any means, but he makes a great point. Why are her lawyers and her going for some kind of civil lawsuit and not criminal? I mean, you would assume that if Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old, you would want this individual not on the streets. You'd want him behind bars. You'd imagine that money couldn't fix that kind of trauma. You'd want justice. And as far as this Tony Busby guy goes, I mean, he's got an interesting history being involved in high-profile cases. And let's just look at a stanza here from an article. It says, his style is characterized by his aggressive legal tactics, his ability to command media attention, and his knack for turning complex legal battles into public narratives that resonate with juries and the public alike, according to his own law firm website. So when it comes to this Hollywood-ass lawyer, Tony Busby, I really hope that he is in this position to actually help people that are victims and not exploit famous individuals just for a check. And as far as Jay-Z goes, I mean, dude, we can't really quantify whether Hova did it or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this could have actually happened, but the nature of this case is so bizarre. Why is this not a criminal case? Why is this a girl pursuing just some money in a civil lawsuit instead of trying to send this alleged predator to prison? And why do we have this Hollywood-ass lawyer, Tony Busby, representing the case? And Jay-Z does not get a pass. I mean, think about it. This guy has a very strange recorded history, from his relationship with Diddy getting smacked on the ass, his relationship with R. Kelly, and the sketchy origins of his relationship with Beyonce. But I bet all those individuals that used to ask dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000 feel real dumb right now. And as for Jay and his immediate relations to the media, well, he was Mr. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one, and seemingly he has a million fucking problems now. So, ladies and gentlemen, how do you think that this case will play out for Jay-Z? His close ties with Diddy kind of warrant speculation of sinister behavior. And, well, you can never trust a billionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought about this entire situation in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you do, turn on the bell notifications. If you subscribe to the channel, I'll give you a dinner and $500,000. Fuck the Jay-Z challenge. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and play my music.
I got my MTV out.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get!
What we do here is go back.